Hey everybody, it's Bob Anderson, and it's February 13th, 2023. And I was not intending on doing a trading video, but then the market decided to be a gift giver. So I said, Jesus. I mean, with all the gifts sitting on my chart, I need to actually go do a video. So, the picture of this video is the one and only trade I took. And actually, it was the second trade I took. I took one right before it got knocked out at break even. And then I took that second one and I loaded the heck out of it. And I net $838 after commissions for each account, 3 accounts. So whatever that is, it's a pretty good day. And I left $600 on the table, so I'm going to show you that too, because I'm too freaking scared to trade. I'm my own worst enemy. Remember, we all talk about the mental part. I am my own worst enemy. But when I hit that trade and I got out, I called it a day, only to turn around and see the market doing all the things that it should do. I mean, I really hope some of you guys made some money today. One of the main things about today was that there wasn't really any news. There was some inflationary data or something like that at 11 o'clock, but you know, none of that stuff in the morning, moving everything around and causing everything to be crazy. So anyways, I'm going to show you my trade that I took, the one that I took that I made money on. I'll show you the one I broke even on too. But, and then I'm going to show you oil, and I'm going to show you how my indicator is starting to work so you get a kind of idea what it looks like. And just so you know, I proclaimed in a text message, it's in my phone, I'll show it to anybody if they want to see it. I proclaimed at 10:36 this morning, Eastern Standard Time, when oil was at 79.13. I explained at that point in time it was going to run to the overnight open, and it did. Don't ask me why I knew that, but I knew that. Anyways, what made my trade at on the ES today, that the entry was at 9.55. What made that trade absolute gold? I'll tell you what made it absolute gold. First off, it's after 9.45, okay? Patience, guys, patience, 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 patience. After 9.45, it was the number 2. It was the crossover pullback. It was the crossover pullback of the 5-minute 21 SMA, which is our dotted red line, our 5-minute 9 EMA, which is our gold line, and just by happenstance, and I didn't mention this, it was also the crossover of my most powerful line item, the overnight open. Then we had a new pivot high, okay, for the overnight high. It was the high even of the day. And before our pullback, we had a smooth pullback to the 1-minute gold line, as we talk about. But we also had the exact same pullback, also was a smooth pullback to the 5-minute 9 EMA. Both at the same time. Oh, Jesus. And then what was just the icing on the cake was when all this stuff up here had set up, this entry long happened to be the 3rd attempt to break the overnight open, the overnight high. And I mean, that thing just ran. And I'm going to show you that trade. But in this, I have seen this exact, well, darn close to this exact setup multiple times every month. There's some things I'm going to show you to look for, okay? This is very key, okay? This is very key. You've got to wait until the market shows its hand on what direction they're looking to go. Between 9:30 and 9:45, they're still switching people back and forth and stealing their money. You got to wait until they show their hand. Are they going long? Are they going short? That's where the patience comes in. It's not about the quantity of trades. It's about the quality of trades. And I'm going to show you my quality trade today, which was my one trade, which I think, let me get my calculator out because I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, which is $2,500. I mean, I could call it a day. I could have been done with my trading for the week by 9:58 on Monday morning. Why not? But anyways, I'm going to show you this trade. Then I'm going to show you some oil trades that were absolutely beautiful. I'm going to show you how to manage the overnight open because I have a feeling some people probably get bit on the overnight open in oil. But if you had paid attention to what I told you, you actually would have made a mint on the overnight open in oil today. So let me show you these things. Here we are. Here is the ES first thing this morning. Okay, so we got here's the overnight open down here. You guys are familiar with these lines. And then just a bunch of consolidation junk going on here. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat that will not go away. But anyways, I put this big green line on here, okay? You might want to do that yourself on a daily basis because green means go. Don't take a trade till price goes across that. That's your 9:45. 9:45 to keep you out of the chop of what's going back and forth here and all that good stuff. But here's the most important thing to recognize, okay? Let me see if I can do this. What's the most important thing to recognize? Right in like this zone. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Let me get this figured out here. From 9:30. Here we go. Geez, I'm sorry. So 9:30 to 9:45, right here. So this whole zone right here is created between, actually it's a little higher than that even. Helps if I prepare for these things. You ever notice I don't actually prepare for these videos? Anyways, so here's like this consolidation zone. And so you're looking for the ES to take a decision one way or the other, okay? So there's your little consolidation box. By the way, that's a great idea to draw a consolidation box. I've seen a lot of traders do that. They'll do that for like the first 15 minutes. You can do the same thing in oil, and then you start looking for price to pull out of there. But anyways, this is your consolidation box. All of a sudden, at 9:48, you roll up. Now, by the way, see this crossover? This is what I'm talking about. You crossed over your overnight open, your 5-minute gold line, your 5-minute red line. This is showing signs that we're going long. Now you need some confirmation. Boom. There's your pull up. There's your pull back. That was my first trade right there. 13.75. It ran up, but it ran up to 17.50. Okay, from 13.75, almost five points right there. So my stop was at even. When this thing ran right down, it blew me over. Okay, so let's just talk about what we're seeing next. This is where it gets really important. Okay, but I'm at a new pivot high. This was attempt 1 to break through the high. This was attempt 2. Now, they did break through the high, but they didn't go anywhere. This is like a point. This is not even a point, okay? So this is attempt 1 to break through the high. This is attempt 2 to break through the high. Then they pull it back. Now, remember, they're still playing their reindeer games of cleaning out stops. So here's your higher, higher high. Here's your higher low, or lower high, Jesus. And then your lower high here, which, by the way, is on the other side of your 1 minute, continuation 9 EMA. 9 EMA. But look what it did down here. By 1 tick, it pierced your 5 minute 9 EMA. Powerful stuff. I couldn't jack my contracts in there fast enough. As a matter of fact, I got so excited. I dragged my buy in here, and I got taken in here. And then it came down like that, and I actually was like, holy crap, and I put another contract in. So I bought 2 here, and then I grabbed another 1 contract, and I dropped it in, and I actually entered here. So I kind of screwed up my own entry, but I got in at $13.75 for my second contract. Now, my third contract. This thing rolled up. Now, remember, this is attempt 3 to break the high. If you follow the bottom of the candles, boom, 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 boom. Right there. By the time that thing popped out, on that trade right there with 3 contracts, would have been $1,450. Your boy right here got $850. Yeah, because I traded scared. Anyways, that right there, this setup, this breakout of this zone right here to your left, push, back, push, back, push. You'll see that happen quite often in the ES, and you'll see it. I have a hard time. I've talked about this. I struggle seeing it to the downside. So when this thing was doing this to the upside, I was just I couldn't even contain myself with excitement. I literally couldn't. Could not contain myself with excitement. So I got my little $850. And let's see here. What else did the ES do? Did it do anything worth talking about? I don't think so. It did, but it did blend its way up. Look at that. It hell of a, that crossover pullback to the 5 minute gold line, just so you'll know, as a, let's just call that a, if you took that as a swing trade, before it ever even got back to that 5 minute gold line, again, it would have been all the way to here, which was 34. So if you took that as a swing trade from, say, 13, 34, and 13, that's 21 points. 21 points. And, yeah. So anyways, let's go look at, oil for a minute. And I want to show you some stuff on oil. I'm still working on my indicator. It's in the ES for some reason. I'm just having problems with it kicking out bad trades. In oil, it seems to be working absolutely perfect. So let's talk about oil for a second here. We get past, where's 945? 945 is right. Helps if I get rid of all this stuff. 945 is right here. Okay, so 945 is right here. We had price roll up, price roll down, and then it crossed over, and then it came down, and we had a gold line long that didn't trigger because it rolled underneath. and then it rolled down, rolled up, and we had a gold line short. That's what this orange is. And there's your entry, and wham, there's your 20 ticks. Came back up here to do it again. If you entered it here, you just follow the top of your candle for your close, you'd have gotten out at even. Then we had another one right here, rolled up. Here's your gold line long, enter, boom, there's your price. By the way, this candle here was massive when I saw it hit the chart. Well, let's get to what I want to talk about, which is, by the way, this one here triggered you. This is your gold line long. This is your entry candle. Then your candle keep going down, keep going down, keep going down. Here's your entry. Just so you know, here's your entry on that one, because you keep following the candles. Here's the one that tells you this is a valid trade. Pull back, pull back, pull back. So your entry is right here at 79.60. And by the way, at this point in time, when you see the overnight open sitting there, that's your target. Boom. Look at how this thing just rolled right up to the open. Now, let's talk about the overnight open. For those of you that may have gotten duped on this thing. Remember, I've told you guys it needs to push through at most 5 to 6 ticks and then reverse. Well, this one slammed through before it even came back 12 ticks. Then it came back. So now it's showing you that it wants to go long because it cleaned out all this stuff up here. And look what it did. It created a pivot high. Remember I talk about retest? It created a pivot high, rolled back, bam. There's your long at 79.99. And there's your 50 ticks. Because it's a swing trade. I told you this is a 50 ticker. This is a 50 tick. If you play off this overnight open, you should be looking for 50 ticks. Now, if you just get in your 20, there's your 20 right there. You know, but this thing goes for 50. It's probably still going. Oh, it's lollygagging. Yeah. All right. This is live right now. So anyways, there was plenty of opportunity, in my opinion. If you looked, I mean, even the ES had a gold line long at 11.57 that went for 5 points. Well, actually went for more than 5 points, but you could have gotten your 5 points. Once you got a minute into it, you didn't have any heat on the trade. Once you were in it a minute, you never had any heat on the trade. You could have put it at even. It took it a while to melt its way up for 5 points. Probably took it, let's see here. What is the entry? 37, 42. So there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Took 20 minutes. But your stop's at even, your target's up there, and boom, it hit it in 20 minutes, and you never took any heat. Anyways, that's my trades that I wanted to show you today. I am still working on this because the hardest part that you guys don't realize is I'm trying to do a trade counter that isn't actually even trades. That don't count as qualified trades, but they count as qualified penetrations of the line so that you don't... So somebody's telling me to take a long right now. Oh yeah, over here in the ES. But anyways, so I've got to... So it's kind of hard. It's not just as easy as saying, oh, well, there was a trade, so that's 2. Can't take the third. No, I need to make sure there wasn't one before that didn't qualify with the space and the height of the pullback and all that kind of stuff. Because I want to make sure that if I have a pullback but didn't count as a trade, it still counts as a penetration of that gold line, because you know that really is your first, then your second, and then your third. I mean, you know, it's the thirds you got to stay out of. Remember we talked about that. I had a perfect example of one today. Where is it? Where was that? 1, 2, 3. Where is the 1, 2, 3 I had today? I can't. I don't know where it is now. Shoot. I saw it earlier. Where the trade counter went to 3 and told you not to take the third trade. I don't know. But anyways, I have a trade counter to try to keep you out of number 3. So anyways, everybody have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.